What is up guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Noman and today's analysis video is going to be about the Champions League game between Leipzig and Manchester United. So today's video is sponsored by OneFootball. OneFootball is an app where you can find all the latest transfer news and stats about teams and players. So please don't forget to download the app. I'll put the link in the description. And our second sponsor for today's video is Jerseys FC. You can buy all the new football jerseys from their website. And you can also use the code NUMAN for an extra 20% discount. So Leipzig lined up in a 3-4-1-1 formation, which mostly changed to 5-3-2 without possession. While Manchester United, on the other hand, also lined up in a 3-4-1-2 formation, but they changed their formation to a back four after conceding the two early goals. So this is how the two teams were lined up on the ground whenever Leipzig tried to build their play from the back. Konate and Orban would spread wide, with Mukiele moving to temporary fullback position. Rashford and Mason Greenwood were moving up to press Konate and Orban. Bruno Fernandes was covering Campbell, with Matic and McTominay pressing Sabitzer and Hedara. The two Manchester United wingbacks were covering the two Leipzig wingbacks. And this way Leipzig were able to make a lopsided formation where Mukiele was totally free to receive the ball and help his team during the build-up phase. And as soon as the ball goes to Mukiele, Sabitzer would try to force Matic out of his position to open the space for Forsberg to drop deep and receive the ball from Mukiele. Rashford and Mason Greenwood are pressing the two Leipzig centre-backs, Bruno Fernandes is covering Campbell, and Mukiele is now totally free to receive the ball from the goalkeeper. And Kunku is keeping Dallas busy, and Mukiele, who had moved to the temporary fullback position, now has so much space and time on the ball. Mukiele now has so much space and time to play the next pass. Sabitzer makes a wide run and he takes away Matic, and this opens a space in the central area for Forsberg to drop deep and receive the ball from Mukiele. Since Leipzig were able to use the lopsided formation to free Mukiele to build their play, so as the game progressed, Manchester United started pressing in a 5-2-3 formation with Bruno Fernandes stepping out to cover Mukiele. But that left Campbell totally free as Matic and McTominay were busy covering Sabitzer and Hedara. So Leipzig were easily able to use Campbell to build their play. Manchester United are now shifting to a 5-2-3 formation with Bruno Fernandes stepping out to cover Mukiele. And now Campbell is totally free in between the lines to receive a straight pass from the goalkeeper. Receiving the ball with time and space, and now he can easily step out with the ball and make the play for Leipzig. Manchester United without possession mostly kept a formation of 5-2-3. The front three were staying up, and this is what created the real issues for Manchester United's defense. Forsberg was joining the front line with possession, and he was often attacking the spaces in between the centre-back and the wing-back. This was keeping the Manchester United wing-backs narrow, and that gave Leipzig the chance to isolate the Manchester United wing-backs in a 2v1 position. And since the Manchester United front three were not dropping deep, so they were not able to help their wing-backs defensively. Manchester United's 5-2-3 formation without the ball, and since the distance between the defensive line and the front line was too big, so the front players were unable to drop in the defense in time to help their wing-backs. And this is how Leipzig created most of the issues for Manchester United, as they were able to isolate the Manchester United wing-backs in a 2v1 position time and time again. Forsberg is attacking the space in between the centre-back and the wing-back, and he is forcing Wan-Bissaka to move narrow, to open the space on the wide area for Angelino. 1v2 position against Wan-Bissaka, and Leipzig scored the goal. Wan-Bissaka is once again forced to get narrow, and Angelino is again totally free to attack the space. And see the gap in between the lines. Manchester United's front line is playing too high, and thus they can't get back in a defensive position in time. Angelino wins possession, and he immediately switches the play to isolate Dallas in a 1v2 position as the front line of Manchester United fails to get back in time. Again, Forsberg takes away Dallas, and Hedara is again totally free to attack the space, and Leipzig scored the second goal. After conceding the two early goals, Manchester United changed their formation from a back three to a back four, and Dallas almost started playing like a winger. Manchester United now shifting to a back four without possession. With possession, Manchester United mostly had a 3-3-4 formation, with Tallis joining the front line. But this is where Ole's starting 11 cost him. Ole decided to go with two holding midfielders, Matic and McTominay. Both Matic and McTominay are not the kind of players who like to make runs inside the box, and thus Leipzig were easily able to cover the front line of Manchester United using their back five, and they still had one extra man in their defense. Manchester United's 3-3-4 formation with possession, McTominay and Matic were playing very deep, and they hardly ever made any runs inside the box. So Leipzig were easily able to defend the front four with their back five, and they still had one extra man in the defense. Ole, however, did rectify the mistake in the second half, after he decided to bring on Donny van de Beek, who is someone who loves to make late runs inside the box, and he did create a few issues for the Leipzig defense. Bruno Fernandes is forcing Konate to step out, and Van de Beek makes a run in the space that was left open by Konate. But these changes were made a little too late, when the damage was already done. One man who deserves special appreciation is the Leipzig goalkeeper, who was absolutely amazing yesterday, and he made 7 saves to ensure that Leipzig qualified to the final 16. Ole's decision to go with a more defensive lineup definitely did not work in Manchester United's favour. With this defeat, Manchester United are now out of the Champions League, which means PSG and Leipzig will qualify for the next round. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.